Hi, it's me, Vamp, and today we're actually going to check out Harrow. As you know, or should know by now, Monday, both PS4 and Xbox One got the update. So we got the new Warframe, and this is really, I just got him to level 30 not too long ago. I did first impressions of him, my first look at him, whatnot. He seemed pretty cool. Now that I have everything leveled up, we're going to go through his ability, then, also see how I'll tell you what I thought of each ability as we go along. Now, Condemn was pretty handy. It actually let me survive sorties 1 and 2 with little to no problem. The only thing about Condemn, if you're facing corpus enemies, the nullifier bubble, of course, it doesn't affect that really, nor does it affect flying up in the air too high to reach enemies. So that kind of sucks. It's affected by, mods like stretch and stuff for range. And, of course, duration. And even how much shield you'll get per hit on the enemy is affected by power strength. So that. And yes, before you ask, you can get Overshield, which brings me to his passive ability. Overshield cap doubled, because you can actually get Overshield from Condemn. So that is pretty cool. Next ability, Pendant. Pendants? Yeah, Pendants. Sacrifice shields to boost reload and fire rate while converting damage inflicted on enemies into health for Harrow and nearby allies. So it gives every weapon, everything, lifesteal for you and your allies within range. Now, range on this one, range doesn't affect it. Instead, it goes by affinity range, so 50 meters by default, along with Covenant, but we'll get into that later. So, what Penance does, of course, lifesteal. Now, lifesteal, unlike Falcon lifesteal, which is set at 5, this lifesteal is affected by power strength. So the more power strength, the more lifesteal you'll get per shot. Which, it's pretty cool. Or per hit, as it were. Since melee works just as well. It's just whenever you do damage to enemies, you get health. If your ally do damage, they get health based upon that. Now, duration. The base duration, of course, is 6.2. Now, the duration per shield, what it means is basically for every 100 shields you have, you'll get but so much duration. Right now, this is giving me 1 second duration per 100 shields, which is cool on top of its base duration of 6.2 seconds. Fire rate and reload speed also are affected by power strength, so you could give yourself some real good reload speed. Actually, you know what? Why not? We are here. We are going to put all the strength mods we can think of on. Strength and duration. That's what I'm gonna go with. That strength. Another strength mod would be right here, and I know that one more strength mod. It counts as an excellent mod. We will replace this with it. Okay, there's all 4 strength mods. Of course, you would have to balance out your build if you really were bent on doing this. Which I don't see anyone that would necessarily, but you know, it's there if someone wants to do it. We're going to put this here. And just because we can, we're going to put this here. Okay, so let's look at strength again. So as you see, it gives life steal higher, reload speed. Ooh, reload speed. It's fast, along with fire rate. That's what a 4 strength build looks like, you know. And of course it's normal, here's its normal stats. Now power strength also affects Thurbor. Thurbor is the third ability. Basically you can you channel your energy into your Thurbor, let's call it pendulum type thing. And you know, every shot you get some energy conversion and whatnot. Now with the duration, yeah, that would bring Thurbor up pretty. Headshots are multiplied by 4, so it rewards you for headshots. Now keep in mind that buff also applied to your teammates. So that is cool, right? Yeah. And the radius is affected by range. I mean, you know, Thurbor is affected by range too. Just like Condemn. But now we get to a 4th ability. Covenant. Protect nearby allies with an energy force that absorbs all damage and converts it to a critical chance bonus for all those under the Covenant. Headshots are amplified even further. Okay, so here's what it's saying. It's saying that whenever you, this is its stats by default, by the way. Whenever you cast this, you get, you and anyone with an affinity range will be invincible for 6 seconds by default. And then after the 6 seconds expire, whatever damage you got is converted into critical chance. It's converted into critical chance for 12 seconds. So double what you had invincibility. So you can't just spam being invincible. But you have crit, you know, you'll have a crit chance multiplier. So that's cool, right? Headshots multiplier times 4 again. And yeah, now let me talk about overall what I think about Harrow. First of all, this is the build I used with most of his you know, when I was actually using him having fun. I put Intensify just to test out a few things. Worked like a charm. Streamline I used because I'm not real good with the Thurbor yet, although I just want to point out it depends what weapon you have on, because I had this on at one point, and it was amazing. My screen just it just went to the top of the screen with the numbers of, I gain, it was 19 energy. I kill, because the whole thing with the explosion, my Amprax build explosion and stuff. So yeah, that was pretty cool, I might add. It made it real fun. I enjoyed it quite a bit. So yeah, I had that on for that reason. Streamline, sometimes it wasn't necessarily in the sorties. It was more than necessary. It let me spam my first ability as needed so I could kill stuff. And yeah. And Prime Flow, because of the fact that there's a slot here for it already, and once I get used to Thurible, I'm going to be able to stockpile energy. So I always have some for in case I need it, which I think is pretty good. Now this is an all-around plus build. I'm actually thinking about forming it and adding rage to the build, because I could use the second ability, which takes away all my shield, and then to get energy back in a quick boost. But it's just a thought. It might be a little bit unconventional. But yeah, thoughts on Harrow? Very fun. I consider Harrow as the love child of Mesa and Trinity. Yes, I'm aware they are both female frames, so love child doesn't necessarily make sense, but this is Warframe. Let's just say they magically, you know what? No, we're getting too much into stuff. So yeah, Harrow's pretty cool. I really recommend doing the quest. If you want to watch me do the quest, it should be up here by now. I originally did it on my Twitch channel. Twitch.tv/spam6x6x6x. Nailed it. But I have it up here. I made the highlight of the stream and put it up here. You'll get to see me do the whole quest from beginning to end. It's a very good quest. And with that, I'll leave you with these 3 words.